So today I wanted to talk to you about financing multiplexes, which is anything from a duplex, or 2 units, triplex, 3 units, fourplex, 4 units. The qualification requirements across all 3 major financing types, conventional, FHA, and VA, are drastically different. So I wanted to put this video out so you know the differences. If you're interested in purchasing and financing a multiplex, you know the differences between the different loan types. We're going to use a fourplex as an example. Basically what that is it's 4 separate dwelling units. Each unit has its own kitchen, a bathroom, and anywhere from 1 to 3 bedrooms. This can be a great investment for someone with limited funds, and they can collect rent from the other 3 tenants, and it could almost cover their entire mortgage payment. So we'll start with conventional. Conventional requires 5% down. And the guidelines will allow you to use rental income from the remaining 3 units. It'll actually be 75% of the market rent of the remaining 3 units that'll go towards qualifying for that mortgage. So let's say, for example, it's a $600,000 sales price, it's 4 units, and the mortgage payment is around $4,500 a month. Let's say the proposed rents on the 3 units that the buyer won't occupy comes in at about $1,000 a month. So they're going to have $3,000 a month times 75%, or $2,250. That's going to be used to help the buyer qualify for the mortgage. So on a $600,000 house with a $4,500 mortgage payment, it's as if they're qualifying for a mortgage payment of $2,250 with just 5% down. From there, the debt to income ratio can't exceed 50%. Next, we'll cover FHA. FHA requires 3.5% down in theory. The guidelines require that the fourplex be self-sufficient. So what that means is they're going to get the market rents for all 4 units, and the total in rent has to be greater than or equal to the mortgage payment. So we'll take the same example, $600,000 fourplex, and the mortgage payment is $4,500. Then the total rents on all 4 units have to be $4,500. If it's less, then the buyer has to put more down or buy the rate down to get the mortgage payment to match the rents of all 4 units, regardless of how strong the buyer's debt to income ratio is. And this is called the self-sufficiency test. So last we have VA. VA doesn't allow the buyer to use proposed rents to help qualify. They have to qualify for the entire mortgage payment. Unless the veteran has landlord experience, then they can use proposed rent. But VA allows a buyer's debt to income ratio to be as high as 65%. So the debt to income ratio thresholds are much more lenient on VA than the other 2 types of loans. All 3 loans are going to require some form of reserves, anywhere from 3 to 6 months. So that means 3 to 6 times the mortgage payment left over in the bank after closing. So if you're interested in buying a multiplex, I hope this video is helpful for you, and certainly feel free to reach out with any additional questions.